다가가면 뒤돌아 뛰어가고 쳐다보면 두루루루루루 내 맘을 아는지 알면서 그러는지 시간만 자꾸 흘러가네 스쳐가던 내 곁을 지나가도 돌아서서 모른 척하려 해도 Ladies and gentlemen, this is Won-Jin movie so awesome. I am Joe.
뛰어갈 텐데. I am Won-Jin.
This is Won-Jin, and guys, the title is a placeholder. This is our Let's Talk session where we talk with y'all about everything and anything. We put the title on because, you know, this is literally, we can talk about everything.
Mm-hmm.
What are you singing? It's a famous Korean song, Zedzi. What's up, Void in the building, baby?
Void, what's up?
No, I'm sorry I'm late, Void. I was at a funeral, and I came as fast as possible, man. But thank you for waiting. If you guys have any questions about Once Upon a Time, Biffwood, ask away. Yeah, Won-Jin might have some because he's watching Once Upon a Time. I think so. But anyway, I hope y'all having a great week. Hey, Won-Jin, let's talk a little bit about the trade deal that we recently signed.
Yeah, that's been like a huge news here.
Won-Jin, can I say something? I'm talking to Sweet Summer Won-Jin right now. Not the smart Won-Jin, but the Sweet Summer Won-Jin. Guys, you don't know this, but Won-Jin has twin brothers. This is the Sweet Summer Won-Jin that recommended Olgar 2 to us. So I'm going to speak to him some. Because he sent me a photo. And what was that photo with Trump and the American ministry and our three of our negotiators, right? And he was like, Max Pa! I was like, man. You know, Won-Jin, when I saw that photo, it felt like three grapists forcing their three grape victims to take photo with them and make them smile.
That's a great point. That also reminds me of General MacArthur and the Japanese guy on top of the deck of the USS Missouri.
Yeah, and you know what it was? One of the grapists smiled like, that was a great graping. That was a great graping. I'm so satisfied with this graping. And I could already imagine after the photo was done, the head grapist goes, okay, fuck off, you kimchi garlic fuckers.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I got to go grape India now, which is quarter of the world's population, by the way. But I'm gonna grape them anyway because I can't. No. Go and scoot. That's what I thought about the photo, man. Oh. Void, no worries. They were late 5 hours. Joe, sorry to hear you had to go to such a sad event. Oh, thank you, Zetzi. Thank you. Oh yeah, I saw their community post. Yeah, hey, thank you guys for checking it out. Why Sweet Summer? No, because I was just breaking his balls. All I'm saying is because what I'm talking about, me and Won-Jin we're talking about is the U.S. and South Korea just signed our trade deal, and honestly, I was just not happy about the whole thing as a Korean, and
you know. We see the news, and there's this atmosphere of relief. It's like, oh, we successfully defended this negotiation, blah, 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 blah. But when I think about it, we just went from 0% tariff to 15%.
Yeah.
But everybody's so fixated on pulling this down from 25% to 15%. But we have to remember, we had a free trade agreement.
Yeah,
and that was a deal.
Yeah. 2008 was it? I mean, listen, but before we talk about the problem with this deal, I do want to praise the government officials and everybody who worked on this deal.
Oh man, I can only imagine how much sleep they got.
Because there was never going to be a win. It was always going to be a lose side. And it kind of shows the naked power disparity between nations. But that being said, man, after seeing this, I am a little bit worried about, my country's future. And overall, I was really unhappy. Just I mean, is that the way you treat friends?
That was a shakedown, man. You don't shake. I mean, why would you shake down your closest allies? Like Canada, Mexico, Japan, and us. I heard Taiwan got struck with 20% tariffs.
No, because hey, first of all, I want to be very clear here, though. I'm not gonna blame other nations for, being in a bad position. The way President Trump, I had a problem with this from the beginning. The way President Trump framed it is like, Won-Jin, look at me, man. It's like a bunch of black-haired yellow people say, yeah, let's steal American manufacturing. We had a fucking cabal. Let's fuck them over. And he makes it sound like we stole American manufacturing. But me and Won-Jin, we're old enough to remember that
what happened.
That was not the case. In the late 90s, suddenly American companies didn't want to do manufacturing anymore because it was becoming too expensive for them. So, I mean, even before that, but they started building.
They started outsourcing their manufacturing to countries with cheap labor.
Yeah. And
that was their decision. You have to remember that.
And I remember Clinton touting that as like a victory for globalization. So, yeah, that's why I have a problem with I mean, listen, I've never been to India, but India is especially very bothersome to me when the way President Trump talks about India. Listen, that's the quarter of the world's population, and you know what President Trump sounds like? A bunch of brown people, fucker. Why you buying oil from Russia? I'm like, but President Trump, sir, India didn't invade Ukraine. Russia did, but any deal outside of that, I'm sure there are actual Russian and Indian people that depend on that for a living. So I just found the whole thing kind of weird.
And I now see this old world order we used to have when, like you said, when Clinton touted globalization, free trade,
and Bush.
Those days are being dismantled.
Oh man.
Yeah, this free trade, it's no more. Now, like, the leader of the free world is basically shaking down its allies, and if we see empires come and go, and
we're going to empire already, man.
If we ever see the United States lose its global dominance, it would be probably because of Donald Trump, in my opinion. This is how it starts.
But hey, I want to add a caveat to that though. Like, you're thinking that right now, though, right? It's not an ultimatum. Because, I mean, this is a very fast-moving situation. And, tell us more about, I don't know much from it and how it affect Korea. Well, Zezzy, that's a good question. I feel like the car industry has been fucked in the ass hard by the 15% tariff. Because like Won-Jin said, we had a free trade agreement with America.
And let me give you like a statistic for this. So South Korea is a country that basically lives off from export. We do not have the demand in our domestic market for companies to be like self-sustainable within the domestic market. So we have to export like half the things we make. And our car industry is one of like major export, and I mean they make the cars that are like major export items. We last year exported about 4 million cars, and 1.4 million of them went to the U.S.
Wait, but I have a question. I'm assuming that the 1.4 that was exported to America, because Hyundai have factories abroad too.
Yeah, they have one in Alabama, Georgia.
But Won-Jin is talking about 1.4 million manufactured in Korea,
being exported to the U.S.
So
yes.
I want to clarify that. And they're about to be 15% more expensive than they were. And that's a huge problem for manufacturers.
Because they lose a lot of like the price competitiveness. Because our cars also need to compete with like the domestic American cars as well as Japanese cars. So if we get hit with a tariff that's higher than, say, for example, Japanese cars or German cars, then it's more likely that more Americans will choose to buy those instead of Korean cars.
I want to add to that one. That's all good, but it's not just 15% though. I read in the article that steel got 50%. Now steel is different from cars. It's almost purely a commodity. It's like buying oil. So I don't know if you guys ever had business experience, but if the price is knocked out 50%, that's suicide. You're telling the business to go under, because it's not just about the quarter. It's about the next quarter and third quarter. What's going to happen is these people who's been selling for $1 have to sell for $1.5, and if no one starts buying them every quarter, they're going to have to decide which is profitable and which is not, and it's just not a good outlook. And by the way, the details of this deal has not been announced. Like, we have two governments claiming that it's both victories. I doubt it. So we'll have to see what happens, but I just don't have a good feeling about it.
And it's concerning, so I just checked. America accounts for 13% of our steel export. So that is a significant portion. It's 13%.
No,
and
but
it's about $4 billion.
No, but from my understanding, America is a big consumer of steel. So they're the ones who actually import a lot of steels, no?
No, I'm talking about South Korean export.
No, I know, but the reason why I mentioned that, I'm jumping a little ahead of you. That's fine for us, but my question mark is, why is America curbing like tariff for other steels when they are a big spender of steel? That's what I'm saying.
Because I think one of Trump's promises was to revive American steel production.
So by making foreign steel more expensive, domestic steel becomes more competitive.
Yeah, he's trying to boost the American steel market. Steel production. I hope if there's a steel mill in America, I'm speaking on good faith here. I hope your business thrive. I'm really not knocking you, but my question is, will that be sustainable though? That's what I'm saying. Like, you can hope that, but if it's just more convenient, because if there's a steel demand, let's say 200%, and then suddenly foreign steel don't want to sell to America, that's a problem for you too. You need that. Oh, sorry. You need that. Void. Classic real estate negotiating techniques suggest an egregious offer to make the actual offer palatable. But Void, like, deal between states are not deals between business and businesses. I think it's fundamentally different. So I think that's a good point, because that's how Trump is doing state-to-state business.
Yeah.
He's running state-to-state business like a business-to-business.
And, Won-Jin, you know what's funny, man? The wording is very important. Like, let's say, Won-Jin, I just fucked you in a deal. Am I going to say that out loud if I'm a smart businessman?
Yeah, in front of Fox News.
Yeah. I'm going to shake your hand, but you're going to look me in the eye, and I'm going to look in your eye.
That was a great deal. It was basically a steal. That was not a deal. That was a steal.
Korea and a bunch of Asians came to our knees and then basically gave us fellatio. Ooh, so delicious. Fuck yeah, America. You know what I mean? But like, let's say you and I had a deal. We shake hands. We're going to both release press releases that says, this was good for both of us. Win, 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 baby. Not go on social media and say, America above everybody. Stomped on your little pride. You know.
Yeah. And what's it called? The steel mill in Japan, Nippon Steel is acquiring American steel.
Yeah.
So not only is Trump encouraging American steel production, he's also encouraging, those foreign steel makers to build their plant within the U.S. and create jobs.
Can I be honest? Like Nippon Steel, without the political, overlay, it's just a fair deal. Nippon Steel is just doing what business do naturally. Why wouldn't I do it? I can just turn around that business. Like my buying costs, I can get back in 6-7 years. Why wouldn't I buy it? It's the political angle the political and security angle that's getting in the way of good business. Oh, Walker, guys, can you please answer my question when I said about Donald Trump doing with the meat? Oh, here in Australia and America sending submarines to Russia and China, World War III happening. America sending, Trump just sent submarines to Russia, right?
And I think he's pressuring Australia to open up their beef market to American beef. And I think Australia just did that.
Oh, yeah?
They tried to do it here too, but we stopped it.
Hey, Won-Jin, I have a good question. Do you think we should have opened that?
No.
You don't think so?
Because that's not just any American beef. That's like American beef that's over 30 months old. And when you look at the statistics of, the mad cow disease, it usually happens with cows that are over 30 months old. So I think we still do import American beef, but not the ones that are more than 30 months old. So I think it's better for us not to import those. And rice, needless to say, it has direct impact on our food security. So yeah, we have to protect our agriculture.
Lizzie, no.
Submarines. I heard China's been sending their aircraft carriers around Australia and New Zealand. These guys are gaining confidence, projecting power through their navy, and it's been on the news for about a year now. But their number of Navy vessels have now surpassed in terms of number of the American Navy. So, and it's projected that in the next 20-30 years, China will have more than 400 naval vessels, while the United States will not have much change.
According to where, though? Well, what's the
According
source?
to Jane's.
Well, can I be honest? Let me take a devil's advocate take as a Korean. I don't blame China. Don't you think if Korea, we could do it, we would have done that too? Don't you want regional security around your region or what you perceive as your interest areas? Give me a counter argument to that.
It all depends on the agenda you have, because you have to remember about 20 years ago, China did not have ambition for having naval presence in the throughout the world. It was more about their shoreline defense.
No, but what I'm saying is, what you call ambition, I can change around and call it security, because China depends on imports for its economy to function, and if there is a foreign power, surveying the seas over, let's say, oil imports, power imports, which is very important, because I read somewhere that China can't function without imports, and that's why they do charcoal, because they got to run their economy, and they got to feed 1.6 billion people, and if you could, wouldn't you secure your own shorelines?
I understand. Because
no, and I'm not being snarky here.
Throughout history, whoever dominated the sea basically dominated the world. You
For
look
the
at
past
past
100 years.
empires, like the British Empire, they defeated the Spanish Navy, and that's how countries dominate the entire world. And the U.S., they have their naval presence in every ocean throughout the world, not just to make sure that international law is being abided, but like you said, it's for their own national interest too. And China especially has been, I guess, very, what can I say? sour about the U.S.'s presence in the South China Sea.
Well, because the South China Sea and that Malacca Strait
Malaga Strait and the Taiwan Strait
is where the oil comes to them.
Exactly.
And they don't function without that. And I think the Chinese fear that, let's say there's a political issue with America, if American ships starts to blockade that area, China starves. Basically, cities have their lights out, and that's also, I don't know, in a way understandable.
Yeah. So, I guess it's also one of the reasons why the U.S. is so eager to revitalize their shipbuilding industry. And that was one of our basic, negotiating cards on the table. Yeah. On our deal. Jin, let's talk about Once Upon a Time. So Skywalker, I've just begun to watch it, but tell me, throughout watching Once Upon a Time, who has been your favorite character there? What was like the most memorable one for you?
Oh, in voice of concepts like marginal utility or comparative advantage are basically alien to him. No, but I think Trump is much more smarter than he presents himself to be. All I'm saying is, like we said last time, state to state, diplomacy is, it's very a delicate thing.
Peter Pan as a villain. Okay, I can't wait to watch that one.
There's a reason why we're nice to, Roman masters were probably nice to slaves. They're like, come on, here's an apple that I had something to spare. Come on, eat it. Because let me tell you a funny story about Roman law. You're gonna love this. When a slave run away, the slave was indicted for theft because he ran away from his master, and
that's stealing.
And it's
stealing the master's property. You
running
away is theft.
When I read that, I was like, God bless South Korea. Human rights, baby. What the fuck?
And you gotta say, God bless modern Republic of Korea, because remember, we also had slaves.
Oh my God. When I read that, tears ran down my eyes. I was like, you just wanted freedom, but you're about to get fucked in the ass again by your master when you get caught? That's messed up.
You know what's funny? The crocodile's Rumpelstiltskin, and Captain Hook wants to kill him. Ursula was a mermaid before she turned into an octopus, and Little Red Riding Hood as a werewolf. Okay. What do you guys think about this? Okay. Yeah, but China's hedging against that by investing in solar, battery, and nuclear tech.
No, but Void, let me answer that question. I can straight up. They've been hedging against that for 30 years, but there is a reason why they import oil, because they know oil works. And Won-Jin, you know what's the funny thing is? It's always about today. We don't really have a long-term strategy.
So this is why, if this geopolitical conflict were a game, like having the United States as like your choice of country to begin with is like cheating, because it has so many advantages. Oil, you got it. Trees, you got it. Coal, you got it. Steel, you got it. Yo, you got everything. And your country is between two largest oceans in the world?
That's what Zelensky told Trump. You have nice ocean, so nothing comes at you but you will feel it later.
Like, who's gonna invade you? The Canadians?
Yeah, but Won-Jin, you're absolutely right. But we can't complain about reality now, can we? That's just the way it is. And the funny thing with Once Upon a Time that they are in our world, and the fairy tale characters don't remember who they are until the curse is broken, and that I don't think any reasonable person would disagree that Europe is over-regulated.
Man, but
that's a whole nother topic. I think the problem is, Won-Jin, just like technology, you know how AI is developing so fast, regulations can't catch up to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think what America and Europe fail to understand sometimes is that, you know, them leading the world isn't a natural state. It was built that way for 100 years. But I personally think there are just so many developments that are happening that are actually beyond their control. And I don't know where that's going to go, but sometimes reality just changes faster than we can process it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, hey, Won-Jin, that's scary for South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
We are. Hey, Won-Jin, I'm glad you mentioned America because let me counter argue that. America has nice ocean far away with a vast reserve of resources. That's what you said, basically, right? Well, Korea has no resources. We are half a peninsula in Southeast Asia, surrounded
The one that is disconnected from the mainland.
and surrounded by very, very powerful nations. You know, so well, the reason why I'm saying is this is, I hope our listeners and our subscribers can understand where our behavior comes from. You know, we don't really have a favorable situation in South Korea.
Why are you guys avoiding my question about Donald Trump starting World War III? I don't know. I don't think Donald Trump will ever start World War III because it costs too much money. Or I don't know. Maybe even if he ever starts war, I'm pretty sure it would be in a very limited capacity.
Scott Walker, I'm so sorry to say, what you say is against the evidence we have. All President Trump has been saying is stop wars, no? He's been saying stop. He just recently mitigated the Thailand and Cambodia war. He's been saying stop Russia and Ukraine war.
And he was also bashing China from the beginning of his term, but they've kind of settled. The dust is kind of settling.
No, but so nothing that President Trump said, because you know what I respect about President Trump though, he says what he does and does what he says. At least he tried to, right? Nothing he says indicates that he wants to start war. More in fact, he wants to stop wars.
Oh shit, Cruella can control dogs? That's pretty cool. That's a great idea. You should control dogs.
Funny, I get my message censored if I put Trump. Really? Highly unlikely Orange Man isn't that crazy. And the
Dementia.
Okay, well, this was a bad idea to put Trump. Let's talk about stupid stuff. Yo, so the Clips album, I think, is gonna, God sort him out, is gonna win the Grammys. Hip Hop Album of the Year. I've been listening to it again and again. I like it more and more. It just has that classic feeling. When I first heard it, I thought it was a 4 or 4.5. Now I'm just turning into 5, I think. I could be biased. I've been listening to it again and again.
Joe has silver hair, and I can see it from another part of Korea.
I have silver hair. Oh, you do? Yeah, it's called sechi in Korea. What about you, Won-Jin? Do you have white hair? Do you have white hair?
I have like a few.
Can I say something? I like my white hair.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Jor has silver hair. He could, but there isn't that much evidence for it. Although his eating habits would certainly predispose him to that. Burgers, Coke, and all that makes him more excited to start wars. Walker, and how do you feel about Red Riding Hood as a werewolf captain? Hook turns good and Peter Pan. Oh, by the way, Void. I watched Children of Corn, and Won-Jin's gonna watch it for next week. I loved it, man.
Let's just talk about Once Upon a Time and being fit. Bigfoot, okay. Talking about being fit would also be interesting. Since we're talking about burgers and dementia.
No, it will be a session where Won-Jin thrashes me endlessly.
There's another twist, and once upon a time in season 4, there's another dimension of Snow White being evil and the evil queen, and Regina is the good guy in this dimension. I like the idea of Peter Pan being evil, because I always thought it was kind of fucked up. So the guy is apparently hundreds of years old, pretends he's a kid, kidnaps children to his Neverland. Isn't there something wrong with him?
So you're getting pedo vibes?
Weird, yeah.
No, say it just out loud. You're getting like
yeah,
pedo vibes.
yeah. So it is very fit that he is portrayed as someone evil.
No, but Peter Pan being evil will be so messed up that's never gonna be made. Because it has so many R. Kelly vibes. Like really, no, like why are you kidnapping kids? And someone asked that, and the whole movie is just gonna be messed up. It's gonna be like one of those. I went to a barbarian island and got cannibalized by the natives kind of movie.
Have you guys seen the trailer for the new Avatar, Fire and Ash? Oh, I haven't yet.
I have.
Does it look good? Because at this point, James Cameron doesn't even have to deliver what he delivered in Avatar 1. Because we're all going to watch it anyways.
No, but the trailer was awesome, man. I loved it.
I liked the subtitles Fire and Ash because the last one was about water. So now it's about fire?
Apparently, there's another tribe that's going to mess with the tribe.
Oh, interesting.
According to the trailer. It looked really good, man. They eat apples so often in that series, coming from concept with Snow White and the apple of discord. When I watched Once Upon a Time, they ate so many apples that they made me eat every... Can I tell you guys something funny? In the Bible, the fruit is translated as apple, but it's actually not the apple we think about today. It's just the fruit. So we don't know what that fruit is, but it's very likely something like on the family of apple.
Oh man, Peacemaker season 2 trailer also dropped. I've seen that one.
Yeah, me too.
And man,
Wonder, you sent me the link on that.
And James Gunn, he's got thing with music, man. Just as we saw like the news of Ozzy Osbourne passing, the trailer starts with an Ozzy Osbourne song.
No, we're looking forward to it. We're definitely watching Peacemaker season 2.
We can already kind of guess the plot. What's it gonna be about? Him like avoiding his reality and going to some other world where he is more welcomed, and he's the good guy.
But he's gonna come back and realize that being loved ain't that all that, and then...
And you gotta face your own reality. I guess that's gonna be like the theme of the whole season. But it looks good.
Remember, guys, Sweet Summer Won-Jin had said this. If the plot is different, we're gonna break his balls so much and crush it and feed it to his squirrels that he's gonna regret it.
I've seen the trailer for the new Avatar film 4 to 5 times. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
Could be a banana. They also grown trees.
Maybe Adam took the bananas from Eve, and that's why men have.
Never mind.
ZZ is very direct. With
Annabelle and the Beast, Rumpelstiltskin is the Beast, and she was a princess, and she agreed to go live with Rumpelstiltskin in his castle. Okay. All right, guys, it's midnight here, so let's take about, I don't know, five more comments. Yeah.
5 more comments. Guys, I'm so sorry. It's my fault. I came late. Won-Jin is tired, and next week we'll have a longer session, we promise. So next week we're gonna do Children of Corn, and then
I think there's gotta be some like new movie and shows dropping next week. Hold on, let me check. Let's see.
Joe, there are actually 2 tribes shown in the trailer. The second tribe were the ones who were sailing with the balloon like animals. Yeah, Void, maybe. Like, I couldn't be sure from just watching the trailer alone, Void, so... Oh, let's run like Cinderella at midnight. No, but Void, can I say something? Like the Avatar movie is the one series that I can forgive for being 3 hours. Because James Cameron always deliver that experience.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours is not boring. Please give me 4 hours James Cameron movie, please. And Won-Jin, when the first Avatar dropped, I would have guessed this series would last this long. But the Avatar 2 with the whale was amazing.
Because I thought Avatar was like it could be like an independent film. It didn't need sequels because I think it had a very complete ending.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
The creator of American Primeval released a new one on Netflix. It's called Untamed. Can you look it up? All right, we'll search American Primeval too. Come on,
we've seen that American Primeval.
No, but no. Zezzy's saying the creator of that show made a new series called Untamed.
Okay.
Come on, let's do a full Let's Talk session about Once Upon a Time next week. You didn't answer my question, boys. How do you both feel about Red Riding Hood as a werewolf? That'll be amazing, Walker. I love that subversion. You know, Void, just between you and me, when I watch Children of the Corn, I wish Linda Hamilton would just pop the trunk and get a shotgun and kill all those. You know, I'm not gonna say spoilers, but every time I watched it, I was like, "That's Linda Hamilton from Terminator. Why is she acting that way?" And that's because Void, I didn't watch Children of the Corn at the right time. I watched it after Terminator. Also, Happy Gilmore 2 with Adam Sandler's out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I also saw the trailer for that. That was... Man, I can't believe it's been 30 years since the first one dropped. And I didn't really expect, like, a sequel for that one.
Which one?
Happy Gilmore. Because that's basically what launched Adam Sandler's career as a movie star.
Can I be honest? Like, even the first one, I didn't think it was unexpected.
It wasn't like I wouldn't say like my favorite of Adam Sandler comedy movies, but it was significant because I think that was the start. That's what started him as a comedy movie star.
How much do you rate Adam Sandler as a comedian? Sorry about that.
He's obviously not my favorite. If I have to list like my favorite comedians, he would be outside of my top 5.
That's fair.
But he does have his own charm, and he is surprisingly capable of playing like
serious roles.
Serious roles.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think of all like the former SNL comedians turned movie stars, my favorite would always be Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell, yeah. He steals the show every time he's on screen. So Will Ferrell would be my absolute favorite.
So Zesty, you want to watch it? So okay, we'll watch Untamed. We'll watch Untamed.
Is it a series?
So guys, next week we're gonna review Children of Corn,
Eric Bana,
and Untamed,
and Sam Neill. Yo.
Let's see how many episodes there are.
In the vast expanse of Yosemite National Park, a woman's death draws a federal agent into lawless terrain where nature obeys no rules but its own.
Man, I haven't seen Eric Bana in such a long time.
Yeah, we talked about like the Trojan War. What did he play? Hector?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hector in Troy. Hold on, it's got
6 episodes.
Oh, 6 episodes. So it's like a mini series.
So we're definitely gonna watch Untamed.
Oh, it's already been released. Okay.
Yeah, July 14th.
And no major movie being released this week or the next week.
James Cameron is turning 70, and the remaining 2 movies are set release in 29 and 30. I'm starting to doubt if he'll survive. No, boy, I'm pretty sure he'll survive it, because I think James Cameron loves life and loves to do things. So I have an opposite view to your take. Hey boys, remember how I showed you 2 weeks ago about the clip of the Scream 5 monster? What do you think about it? But Walker, we told you about it. We liked it. And the third movie, Avatar, is about a tribe who likes fire. It's actually based on a tribe who loves fire in Japan or China. Okay. Zedzi, I like Adam Sandler because I grew up with his dumb characters.
Do you have like a, well, not, I wouldn't say favorite, but like a memorable Adam Sandler comedy movie?
No.
Not at all? For me, it would be, what was it? Grown Ups.
Oh, you know what? Now that you mentioned that, you know what the funny thing about Adam Sandler is? For some reason, when there's a Will Ferrell movie, I always remember it as Will Ferrell's Other Guys. Or Will Ferrell's Tarantula Night. But Adam Sandler...
Talladega Night.
Yeah. But Adam Sandler movie, I never go Adam Sandler's whatever. I always think of the movie's name.
I think my favorite dumbest movie from Adam Sandler was You Don't Mess with the Zohan. I think that was the name.
That's Adam Sandler?
Yeah, he's like this Israeli special forces guy, and his lifelong dream is to become like a hairstyler. So he fakes his own death and comes to New York and opens up a barbershop / like a massage service.
That's a good movie.
It was so dumb. I loved it. That was my favorite Adam Sandler movie, I think.
I would say this though, maybe he is underrated. Because for me, Won-Jin, Will Ferrell made his legacy from Wedding Crashers. Like his 5-minute
Chaz. Nah, the meatloaf.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. His 5 minutes just made him legendary for me.
He just stole the whole movie, man.
As an actor. If you make a podcast with scary stories from Creepypasta, I will literally binge listen to Jin. Yeah, but Jin won't watch scary movies. I do the one when he was in college, but I can't remember name. I have no idea what you're talking about, Zedzi. Scott Walker, is there a chance next week, boys, can we do a full Let's Talk session about Once Upon a Time and you can watch the episodes and talk about them like do with the Sandman show? No, but we didn't do a episode by episode Sandman review, Walker. But what do you think, Won-Jin?
I don't know. It's gonna be pretty tough because it's got so many episodes. Like single season has like 24 episodes, and I think they're like what 10 seasons.
So Won-Jin, how about you just watch 3? Like how long is the episode? Like 20 minutes?
Like 30 minutes, I think.
Okay.
I think Mark Wahlberg is an underrated comic actor. His character in The Departed and in Pain and Gain made me laugh out loud. Yeah, I remember watching The Departed, and we actually, Joe and I, we watched that movie together when it came out in the theaters. We laughed so hard when he says like, what was it? Him like breaking the balls of this IT guy. It's like, some dude kind of bashes Mark Wahlberg. I think his name was Dignam in that movie. He's like, who are you supposed to be? I'm like, I'm the guy who does the job. You must be the other guy.
Yep. Yo,
my favorite Mark Wahlberg as a comic was The Other Guys. Yo, I gotta fly like a peacock.
Yo,
where did you learn to do
me
that?
and Won-Jin, we watched The Other Guys like 200 times. No lie.
Man, like when he does the ballet just to make fun of others.
And Will Ferrell being an accountant and turns out to be used to be a pimp. You know,
Gator.
It's listen, Won-Jin. Other Guys is like Spy to me. It's like stupid in like art level. You know, if you're gonna go dumb, go dumb like that. I felt like this is just my fiction in my head, but I felt like they had a good time making the movie.
You can tell that they must have had a great time making that movie. Man,
so, some of them are used for inspo for some movies and series. Hey, but okay, guys, it's time to end it because it's 12:10 in Korea, and I had a long day, guys. I'm so sorry. I was at a funeral today, but I also had another funeral 3 days ago. So it's time to say goodbye. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Next week we are gonna do a review of Untamed, suggested by ZZ, and then Children of Corn. It's a 1 hour and 30-minute movie. And we're gonna watch it.
And whatever comes up, yeah.
And
we'll figure things
Won-Jin will watch one episode of Once Upon a Time,
Hmm.
and then we can talk about that. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. This has been Joe Jin Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
We'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.
And thank you, Void, for leaving a comment. Won-Jin told me this, that don't worry about it, but I came as fast as I can. Thank you so much.
Got nothing to apologize for, Joe.
No, it's I'm so sorry, guys. Have a great week. Big shout out to Void, Scott Walker, and ZZ. Bye.
Bye. Gator wants some walking around money, and he wants to buy some shoes. And he wants to go up to people and say, like, hey, Gator don't play no shit. You